friends, now I am going to say about who is the great acclaimed social reformer, spiritual leader, and also the pioneer of modern India and Indian nationalism. I think it's clear for all that I am going to say about none other than Swami Vivekananda. 12th January 1863, Shimla at Kolkata saw the birth of a new star in the religious horizon of India, nay of the world. On this day, pious Vishwanath Datta, a former pleader of Kolkata High Court, and Bhuvaneshwari Devi were blessed with a son whom they fondly called Bile. His real name was Narendranath Datta. Bile was a naughty and restless child. He was also a bright student from his childhood. He began his early education at home and had his schooling in Metropolitan School. He passed the matriculation examination in 1879. He completed his college education with honors in philosophy from Presidency College and General Assembly Institution. Narendranath had a strong curiosity about God and religion, and this was satisfied only after his contact with Ramakrishna. Narendranath met Sri Ramakrishna in 1882. At first, they met at the house of Surendranath Mitra. Ramakrishna asked Narendranath to sing. Ramakrishna was impressed by his singing talent. Ramakrishna invited him to Dakshineshwar Kalimata temple, and the meeting initiated a turning point of his life. After that, Narendranath became his disciple, and his spiritual feeling and philanthropic nature began to increase. On the passing away of Ramakrishna, he went about touring all over India on foot, taking the order of Guru Ramakrishna. As many faiths, so many paths. During his tour, he came in close touch with the misery of the masses. After Narendranath's touring all over India, Narendranath left Bombay for Chicago on 31st May 1893 with the name Vivekananda. It is suggested by Ajit Singh of Khetri, which means the place of discerning wisdom, from Sanskrit, Viveka and Ananda. The World Parliament of Religion started on 1st September 1893 at Chicago, and Swamiji participated in the World Religious Conference and delivered his speech on the greatness of Hindu religion. At first, on his speech, he addressed the present persons in the Parliament as his brothers and sisters of America. He began his speech by greeting the youngest nation on behalf of the most ancient order of monks in the world, the Vedic order of Sannyasi, a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. All the Vivekananda's speeches had a similar undertone, that of religious harmony and tolerance. The audience was captivated by Vivekananda. One of the accounts described him as an orator by divine right and undoubtedly the greatest figure at the Parliament. The Hindu monk conveyed the eternal messages of health and not fight, assimilation and not destruction, harmony and peace and not dissension. On his return to India, winning laurel with a small group of Western disciples in 1897, he founded Ramakrishna Mission in May and the Belur Math in December of 1898. Once Swami Vivekananda said, "Whatever you think that you will be, if you think yourself weak, then you will be weak. If you think yourself strong, then you will be strong." He also said, "See for the highest, aim at the highest, and you shall reach the highest." His message was simple yet powerful. Swamiji said about the youth, "Youth is the most precious life. This is the time to decide your future. While you possess the energy of youth, not when you are worn out and jaded, but in the freshness and vigor of youth. Talk to yourself once in a day. Otherwise, you may miss meeting an excellent person in this world." It is most important to say that all revolutionaries of Indian freedom struggle were mostly influenced by Swamiji's ideology. His book, Bartaman Bharat and Poribrajak, became the inspiration for Indian youth to be patriot. The thought and action of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was highly influenced by Swami Vivekananda's ideals. Netaji described Vivekananda as the maker of modern India. Swamiji had a most practical approach in showing the path towards solving humanitarian crisis in our modern society. Netaji was influenced by Swamiji's philosophical ideas about reconstructing the nation. Bose liked Swami Vivekananda's belief that every human being is a manifestation of Brahman, the Supreme Soul. Swami Vivekananda wanted economic regeneration of our society in the interest of the masses. He wanted proper distribution of wealth. As in his words, India is restless with the thought of how to face the spectre of hunger. The draining of the best resources of the country by foreigners, the unrestricted exports of merchandise, and above all, the abdominal jealousy natural to selves are eating into the vitals of India. Once Netaji said about Swamiji that if Swamiji had been alive, then Netaji would have been at his feet. One of the most important themes of Swami Vivekananda is the issue of building a strong character among the youth. He advocated for an educational system that is truly making. Such an education, according to him, will mean manifestation of perfection already in man. Swamiji left his mortal frame on 4th July 1902 at the age of only 39. But his eternal message will serve as beacon for generation to come. But remember, it is not only for remembrance, but also for following. Thank you. Jai Hind.